Representative Matt Caldwell has been a leader in the Florida House for several years, taking on tough issues and helping to pass good, sound policy that benefits Florida agriculture during the last couple of legislative sessions in Tallahassee. For the last 2 years, Representative Caldwell sponsored the House Water Policy Package, establishing a statewide, comprehensive, and long-term water policy plan for Florida, while ensuring an adequate water supply for agricultural use. After leading this issue for more than 2 years, this legislation overwhelmingly passed the legislature and was signed into law early into the 2016 legislative session. Representative Caldwell also sponsored a state lands bill that, among other good provisions, also creates opportunities for farmers to exchange agricultural lands for state-owned lands that can be used for low-impact agriculture.
We've got here in Florida about 9 million acres that the state operates. Beyond that, you've got federal lands, you've got county and city lands that have been set aside for conservation, and you've got all kind of additional programs, conservation easements, NGOs, Audubon and Nature Conservancy and groups like that that have conservation properties. And as we looked at the outline of what that means for the entire state, we need to really be making sure that we're managing that to its best potential, that we don't have inefficiencies because the wrong agency is in charge, or we've got land and conservation that really isn't meeting the goals that maybe we had in the first place. You know, if it's property that we've acquired because we want to interact with it as humans, lakes and beachfront and such, those absolutely make sense as parks. But sometimes we acquire land just for habitat conservation and development avoidance, and you can achieve that a lot of times with conservation easements or really some more innovative strategies than just the state buys it. And that's really what we were going after in that bill. A lot of negotiation, a lot of moving parts, but I do think it's going to set us on a good course again in that policy area for the next decade.
Florida Farm Bureau is impressed by the leadership and efforts of Representative Caldwell. He is an incredibly important ally and powerful advocate for agriculture in the Florida House.
Making sure that you call up your House member, your Senate member, and just bring them out to your farm. Show them what the issue is that you're dealing with. What's the particular thing that drives you crazy? More likely than not, you know, out of sight, out of mind. And so if the member doesn't deal with that, it's not the business they're in every day, they're not going to know what the thing is that's been driving you nuts, and you gotta bring it to them in order for them to try to work on it.
His tremendous work in 2016 and over the last several years on complex and controversial issues such as the comprehensive water policy and other important environmental stewardship and pro-agricultural policies is appreciated. Representative Matt Caldwell, 2016 Florida Farm Bureau Legislator of the Year.